Ladies and gentlemen, I've been waiting 25 years for this opportunity, ever since Ben was my best man. And for his speech, he wrote a set of dirty limericks that were so rude, the only person that was brave enough to laugh at them was my wife's gran. Before I get into that though, I want to thank Ben and Emma first of all for inviting us all to share this day with them. And I'm told it's good etiquette to thank the groom on behalf of the bridal party for his kind words. But that was before I heard the speech. I'm not so sure now. And also, for singing so beautifully in the church as well, I think we should all give a proper round of applause to Casey. I feel like my thumb has been stolen. Having Ben for a brother, it makes me glad that I was born first, because Mum always said if he'd been born first, he would have put off having any more children. He was naturally artistic as a child, painting the soles of his feet. Not to make footprints, but he just liked painting the soles of his feet. The self-expression continued into his teens, when he experimented with piercings and tattoos. Sorry, Mum, you're not going to like this bit. When he got his ear pierced, Mum was so angry that she didn't speak to him for 3 days.
That's not right.
Yes. I guess that's the reason that you didn't tell Mum about your first tattoo, like Calvin from the Calvin and Hobbes comic strip. I asked her if she knew about it. He replied, "No, it's probably not a good idea to tell your Mum that you've got a 6-year-old boy painted above your ass."
Right.
I should expect from someone as extravagant as Ben, though. He's dabbled into theatrical arts, starring in such roles as Mr. Toad, a masked flamenco dancer, the Blue Devil, and Policeman Number 2, shutting the ambulance door in whatever Dawn French production was going on at the time down here.
Miss Marple.
Miss Marple? Yeah. Oh, no, you scored high, didn't you?
Thanks.
To be fair to him, and it's no time very nice, I think, when he was in serious plays, he did take it seriously, and he was actually brilliant. A few years ago, he asked me to audition with him to go on Where the Wild Things Are. If you're not aware of that show, it's the idea is that you have contestants, one in an animal suit that's completely blindfolded by the animal head, and a teammate giving them directions. For our audition, we had to go up to Bristol and pass some tests. The problem was, for these tests, when Ben was blindfolded, I had to wear a TENS machine and vice versa. And if he got my instructions wrong, I got an electric shock. So naturally, he got things wrong a lot. The first game was navigating an obstacle course of paper cups. The second game involved shooting targets either side of my head with a Nerf gun. If he missed the targets or hit me, I got a shot. So naturally, he ignored my instructions, shot me in the face, and I still got electric shock. So imagine my delight when on our stag do, Tony brought a TENS machine. Ben's masterpiece, apart from Florence, obviously. It's the internationally renowned web series Saltash the Movie. You could be forgiven for thinking that when Ben asks me to get involved with something, it doesn't end well with me. Sorry, it doesn't end well for me. And you'd be right. For Saltash the Movie, he created a character specifically for me. And he didn't give me any lines to learn, because basically, my dialogue was to do one long impression of a constipated sea lion. And let's not forget him asking poor innocent Dolly to punch poor Uncle Mac in the stomach. For the record, she got it right in the first take, but Ben just wanted to be sure, and it took about 6 or 7.
You're on show now, Dolly.
For the record, Dolly packs a punch. You don't want to be up the end of it. Yeah, don't be fooled by how sweet she appears.
We're not.
But as much as I'd love to go on about Ben, let's talk about Emma as well. I can't leave her out of the roasting. Sorry.
Okay.
Emma coming into our lives can only be likened to the sort of events where you remember exactly where you were on the day that it happened. It's like Twin Towers falling, Princess Diana's death. Margaret Thatcher's resignation.
Where's your fucking pen? No.
Or in my dad's case, the sinking of the Titanic. Emma is a force of nature. Beautiful, strong, majestic, but she can be a bit dopey at times. For evidence, we only need to look at the one time we took part in the Saltash Rugby Club quiz. The question asked was, what's the name for a baby puffin? Is it a puffling, a pufflet, or a pup? Anyone? I've lost my place.
Don't do right.
Can you repeat the question?
Anyway, so Ben, Sarah and I were debating whether it's a puffling or a pufflet. Not Emma, she was certain it's a pup. We tried to talk her out of it, but Emma was dead set, and she told us a baby puffin is called a pup. It's a fucking land animal! And so certain was she, so certain was she that she got up, went to the toilet and Googled the answer. A few minutes later, she came back, sat down as if nothing had happened and said, it's a puffling. So we changed our answer and won the quiz. Emma, you are the missing piece in our family's puzzle. We love you with all our hearts. You are the best thing that happened to us. And as your brother-in-law, I can't thank you enough for my two beautiful nieces and for how happy you've made my brother. I promise we'll always be there for you when you need us. Bro, throughout life you've been my best friend, and as everyone else now knows, my worst enemy. We've had a lot of good times. Seeing each other through something that haven't been as good, but I'm very proud of you, and I love you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, on this wonderful day, I know we've already done it, but you're going to do it again. Please charge your glasses, get to your feet, and toast Ben and Emma.
Ben and Emma.
Ben and Emma.
Enema.